game.
I get to get rolling. I get to get rolling.
Okay, shorts.
I caught my girlfriend cheating on me. Let me explain. The other day when I was playing with the grass, I noticed this. Is she cheating on me with Song? I have to get to the bottom of this. So I decided to spy on them for the entire day. And then I found this. No! Song, what are you doing? Rob, dude, push up! I'm still really nervous that she's cheating on me. So I hired a private investigator to spy on them all day. I really hope nothing bad's going on. And then he reported back to me. So what'd you see? She was playing with his balls. No! That was the last straw. I needed to get to the bottom of this, so I confronted them. So, why are you being so with my girl?
Mom, should we just tell him?
Since that Rucker died on Play Button?
We've been trying to figure out a plan to get you more subscribers.
Guys, please subscribe!
I am not subscribed. And how will you get subscribers like this? So, what?
Hey, bro! Hey,
Ron's
bro!
also a bad YouTuber, so triple X.
Springboard jump. I guess
Like,
that's...
Topper! Left or right? Left? Okay, time to get your makeup done. No! Alright, Topper, come out. Hey, why do I look kinda good? It's got way hotter in here. Hey, yo, Shutters! Left or right? Right? You get a girlfriend! What, really? Shutters, rate your new girlfriend on a scale of 1 to 10. Bro, 10 out of 10? No, really? No better than my...
Back to see the memory channels. For DDR5, each memory channel is divided into two parts, channel A and channel B. These two memory channels, A and B, independently transfer 32 bits at a time using 32 data wires. Using
Topper, my best friend is in serious trouble. Let me explain. As you guys saw, my crazy ex-girlfriend's evil twin sent me this haunted doll that trapped us inside this mansion. We were scared for our lives and feel like it's watching us. In order to escape the mansion, we had to find the doll. With no luck on finding it, we decided that it was time to split up. I searched relentlessly and thought I was never going to get out of this mansion until I heard this. Shutters, go to the pinned comments to see the full video.
Power for DRAM is supplied by the motherboard and managed by these chips on the stick itself.
Username
Next, let's open the
Cover
door
guild,
inside
you
one of these
can't pull
DRAM
out
microchips.
duct tape like that?
Inside the exterior packaging,
Are
we find
your
an
arms like
interconnection
wet
matrix that
noodles or
connects the all
something?
grid array at the bottom with a die, which is the main part of this microchip. This 2 GB DRAM die is organized into 8.
He just caught me cheating. Let me explain. My goal this year was to eat healthier, but I am always caught cheating on my diet. So today my best friend Shutters is going to help me. Are you ready on your diet? No, this broccoli's so good. Are you lying to me? I just love burgers so much. How will we get a burger if you do what I say? Burger, move my balls. Okay. Oh, this is so hard. That's the point. Do my homework. No! Topper, I got an F. Which spells cow? K-O-W. Isn't that how you spell it? Normally you'll get your burgers and we're watching, like, and subscribe. Guys,
31-bit address.
Just like
3 bits are used to select the appropriate bank group, then 2 bits to select the bank. Next, 16 bits of the address are used to determine the exact row out of 65,000. Because this chip reads or writes 8 bits at a time, the 8,190 lines are grouped by 8 memory cells, all read
a
or
Topper
written
Guild,
at a time,
are you
or by
even
8,
bad at
and thus
tests?
only 10 bits are needed for the column address. One optimization is that this 31-bit address is separated into 2 parts.
I
The
got
center
20
is
on
in
some of
only
my
21
on plenty of my
lines.
tests.
First, the bank group, bank, and row.
he just ruined my life. Let me explain. As you guys saw, I recently got my new play button, but then this happened. And YouTube said, they said the only way they'll give me a new one is if I pass Song and subscribers. Wait, Song, what are you doing? Nothing, I'm just playing with my ball. Since you broke my play button, you have to get me a new one, or I'm gonna tell your girlfriend what you did. Okay. First, Song tried live streaming to his 29 million subscribers, telling people to, guys, I did Next, he opened a kissing booth, offering a kiss in exchange for a subscribe. But nobody came, so the subscriber growth was still too slow.
Guys, I need your help.
This one
Please
was
subscribe
made
to
by
Tom and get
Micron,
his new
which
play
manufactures
button.
around a quarter of the world's DRAM, including
Why,
both
Zone, are you
NVIDIA's and
crying
AMD's
like
VRAMs
that?
in their
Why are you
GPUs.
whining?
Micron also has its own product line of DRAM and SSDs under the
I
brand
would just
Crucial,
not
which,
listen
as
to
mentioned earlier, is the sponsor
Chopper.
of this video. In addition to DRAM, Micron is one of the world's
I can't
leading
believe this is
suppliers of
happening. Let me
solid-state
explain.
drives,
As you guys
such as
saw,
this
my
Crucial
girlfriend saved me from marrying my crazy ex-girlfriend's evil twin by using a magic doll. And the evil twin wasn't so happy about that, so she sent me this. Obviously, I wasn't going to keep it, so I took it out to the trash. It came back inside, and it was sitting on the stairs. How did the doll get back inside? To make sure I wasn't going crazy, I brought my friend with me to take it out to the trash again. We both witnessed it go into the trash, went back inside, and the doll was on the couch again. Go to the pinned comments to see the full video.
where the files are stored. For example,
If I
this
want that
hard drive can
haunted house
only
and if I have
transfer
a
data
key,
at
I
around
am
150 megabytes a second, whereas this Crucial NVMe SSD can transfer data at a rate of up to 6,600.
I just got him his dream girl. Let me explain. This is my friend Shutters, and he really wants a girlfriend. And recently he's been super sad because he doesn't have one. Okay, Steven, I'll get you a girlfriend, but you have to listen to me. First, you have to give me a kiss.
From the minute of
Say
meeting
that.
down to a couple of seconds.
Oh, wait, what was that?
Check out the
Yes, what were you
Crucial NVMe
Oh, yeah,
SSD
that's what I meant.
using
Second,
the
you have to
link
wash my
description below.
balls. They're almost so dirty. Wow, Steven, you're really good at this. Okay, bro, I want my girlfriend now. Okay, come with me. Okay, Shutters, I got you a girlfriend, but the only way you'll get a date with her is if I'm watching lights and
This memory
subscribe.
cell is called a 1T 1C cell and is a few dozen nanometers in size. It has two parts, a capacitor to store one bit
Where's
of
the
data in the form of
girlfriend?
electrical charges, or electrons,
Where's the
and a transistor to access and
girlfriend?
read or write data.
Where's
The
the
capacitor is
girlfriend?
shaped like a deep trench dug into silicon and is composed of two conductive surfaces separated by a dielectric insulator or barrier just a few atoms thick, which stops the flow of electrons but allows electric fields
This
to
was the
pass through.
biggest surprise of his life. My friend Shutters loves Barbie and really wants to go see the Barbie movie. But when he went to go get tickets, they were all sold out, and he got really sad. So today I'm gonna be a good friend.
Thus, this cell
Shutter's
only
gay.
holds one bit of data. Designs of capacitors are constantly evolving, but in this trench capacitor, the depth of the silicon is utilized to allow for larger capacitive
I
storage.
can't believe I found this in a golden safe. This is my friend's golden safe, and I'll stop at nothing to find out what he's been hiding inside of it. He's been carrying it with him everywhere he goes, so he's got to be hiding something extremely valuable in there. I knew I needed to treat him something expensive for it if I ever wanted to know what's inside. $10,000 or your golden safe?
What's inside my golden safe was worth way more than $10,000.
Okay, Steven, my balls or that golden safe?
That's tempting, but my golden safe.
Oh, how? Prime's new lemonade flavor or the safe?
I'll trade you for the Prime.
All right, you got a deal. Can I open it?
Only if everyone watching subscribes.
Guys,
The world in front of you. The Honey processors unleash incredible performance and endless
That
creativity,
face!
allowing
that
notebook
face!
16S to bigger ideas.
Mom, Dad Connectish Special with Ladies' Choice, the #1.
this was a huge mistake. Let me explain. I've been on a mission to pass Ben Aslar in subscribers, and I've done some pretty crazy things to make it happen. I made banners with my name on them to put across some of the biggest landmarks in the world. I've done everything I can think of to spread the word. But today I am going to do the unimaginable. I'm going to write all my new subscribers' names on my gold 1 million plaque for 30 days only. And I'm going to try and fit as many names on there as I possibly can. Subscribe to have your name on the plaque. This was a huge...
Nope.
However, though, when the subscriber finds another girl that he's interested in, she immediately starts to get mad at him. The spoiled brat does, at least. It's a pretty crazy story, but it's also a nice karma story, though. That it'll make you feel a little bit satisfied at the end. So make sure to stick around. Sit
My
back,
boyfriend's
relax,
acting
subscribe to the channel if
suspicious.
you're new.
Let me explain.
Press the like
Every
button
time I
right
try to
now
go
to
into his
join
room,
the
he
very
says
next
this.
interaction. With that all being said,
What could he be hiding? He has been guarding guarding the door and won't leave no matter what I try. Okay, $10,000 so I can go in your room.
No, wait, what's in my room is worth way more than $10,000.
I can't believe he did that. Whatever he's hiding must be really sus. Could it be another girl? Then I got really sad and I wasn't gonna give up. So I waited until he fell asleep and snuck in. The only thing I found was a note and it read,
Dear Annie, I'm sorry, but there is something I must tell you. The only way I will is if everyone watching likes and subscribes.
But his aunt like struck a really big. I don't know if she married someone or built her own business. I don't know. Either way,
I
right?
can't believe I'm marrying her. Let me explain. As you guys saw, I lost a bet to my crazy ex-girlfriend's evil twin, and I have to marry her. Now I have to get ready for the wedding. First, I have to pick out a suit, and then I have to shower. Now for the hard part. I need to explain to my girlfriend that I have to marry another girl. She didn't take that so well. The time has now come, and I have to get married even if I don't want to. I felt hopeless knowing there was absolutely nothing I could do about this. Go to the pinned comments to watch me get married.
Anyways, though, so yeah, sure enough, he is there for the summer. And this story all starts when the subscriber is just in like the mall at Nantucket, right? And he's kind of just chilling, he's kind of just vibing. The subscriber's actually fairly decent when it comes to the ladies, right? The subscriber has one friend on the island that he made about a week ago, so they're in the mall
The
together.
day has finally come. As you guys saw, Ben Azelard broke my diamond play button, and YouTube said the only way they would give me a new one is if I passed him in subscribers. Well, I did some crazy things to gain subscribers, and finally passed him. And that's when this happened. YouTube was here to hand deliver my new play button. I finally got it back! This thing is my baby, and I'm not letting anybody touch it. I even took it somewhere where we could get some alone time. I was so excited, I decided to show my new best friends Song and Nick, but then this happened. So I called YouTube and they said the only way they'll give me a new one is if I pass Song and subscribers. Subscribe to help me get
smiled and look
my
away.
new play.
So the subscriber's
Why
friends
are you
like, hey,
acting
bud,
like a
you think you're gonna
baby?
make a move?
He
And so
eats
Kate was like
Hopper.
sitting with one of her friends or two of her friends. That detail isn't super important. And they're sitting at like this kind of like a well,
came
in
close
the mall.
to
There's a bunch
failing.
of kind of like benches or whatever.
my
you can sit
boyfriend doesn't
down,
love me anymore. Let me explain. This is my boyfriend Topper and he loves his subscribers. Recently, his subscriber growth has been slow, so he's been really sad. He loves his subscribers more than he loves me, and I was thinking how I could make him happy again. And then it hit me. I need to get him more subscribers. First, I had to make some money so I could buy more phones to subscribe to him. Next, I stood on the road with a giant sign telling people to subscribe to him. But he was still gaining subscribers super slow. Guys, I need your help. Subscribe so Topper can be happy.
And just kind of like holds his breath for a second, smiles, and says, "You got a Snapchat, bro. We're hanging out."
Hopper
And like
Guild.
obviously the subscribers' friends like, "Oh, dude, that's awesome! Like good stuff, man. Like
Hopper
good
Guild's
work, good looks,
girlfriend.
right?" And so basically what happened is the subscriber went over there, they talked it up a little bit. It's pretty clear that Kate
And
wasn't
finally,
interested, right?
we
And so they
are
decided, okay, well, it's
done.
not that big of an island, like let's meet up somewhere. So I don't
We
really,
are
I didn't get the
done.
specific details of like
What on?
what the name of the place that they were meeting up at. Probably good for the subscribers' privacy anyways. So if I kind of
Time.
name or describe a place that literally doesn't exist, I just kind of have to come up with something right now, but this is more or less the place that they went to, right? So they
Camera.
found some kind of like park-type area, some kind of like
And
chill, or not like
Topper
park-type
Guild
area,
report
maybe it was near a
card.
park, but it was
15
a place where
X's,
there's some restaurants, there was
no
some life, but it
checks.
also wasn't like
So
a
the
crazy
grade we'll
bustling
give
area,
Topper
right? So they decide to go
Guild
ahead and meet up. So the subscriber,
is
like, you know, snaps or whatever and says, hey, like, do you want to, like, for meeting up tonight, do you want to get dinner? So doing it pretty legit. Like, the subscriber's legitimately about to go on a date.
F.
So yeah, right. Anyways, the subscriber kind of clarifies, hey, like, do you want to go on like a date? And this was kind of like a date, but they went out, went to a restaurant, right? Things were looking pretty good. And so anyways, you know, he eventually gets there, he's kind of waiting around a little bit, and then, you know, he sees Kate, you know, walking towards him, and it's a pretty good night. So during the night, they have very standard first date discussions, talk about a little bit like where they're from, a little bit of whatever. And here's the thing,
His
I kind of gave a
finished
little summary in the beginning
report
that like
card.
the Kate like eventually decides to like not leave him, right, but eventually like ghosts him and like
So-
decides to not respond
so
or
the
dump
message
him
we'll
in a
give
sense
him-
because he's not from like the billionaire family, right? But here's the thing, the subscriber, I want to make it really clear, the subscriber at no point he wasn't trying to hide the fact they came from like a normal family. And the fact that he was here is because, you know, his aunt is like freaking loaded, and she's like, yeah, of course you can stay with me, whatever, right? He wasn't ever hiding that. He just never made it super clear in either direction. And I guess Kate just assumed, oh, well, since he's on the island, you know, probably there's certain connotations with that. He's staying here for the entire summer. Like, yeah, bro is probably doing pretty good. Anyways, though, so yeah, sure enough, they have a little conversation, a little just like first date talk, nothing too serious, nothing too crazy. And that is when, right, you know, they're having a little conversation, and it's going pretty good. Things are actually going pretty good, and by the end of it, you know the subscriber's like, hey, like, I hope you had as good of a time as me, like, what are you doing tomorrow night? And they were scheduled to go on a second date. Life's pretty good. So the subscriber gets back to his place, and, you know, his friend, the Island, just lives down the street. So his friend's already, like, waiting at the house, talking with his aunt, whatever. You know, the friend got to know the subscriber's aunt a little bit. And when the subscriber walks in, both his friend and the aunt's like, yeah, first date, how'd it go, right? And the subscriber's like, yeah, I think it went pretty good.
Keep in mind, it took me over a quarter of an hour.
You know, dropped the second date. She didn't hesitate
So
at all.
Topper,
Yeah, of course.
try
I'm pretty marvelous. Let's do
again.
it.
You failed
Things
the
moving pretty good.
test.